What's up, YouTube friends? Now every year I like to find unique and different treats to add to my cookie plates for the holiday. And this year I found a potato chip white chocolate chip cluster. I thought it sounded so unique and different that I decided I wanted to make them for my cookie trays. So the things that you're going to need to make these are some potato chips. I'm going to be using the Ruffles here today, but I've also seen them use original Pringles. Some white chocolate chips. Now the recipe only calls for 12 ounces of chocolate chips. That's the smaller bag. I'm not quite sure how many of these are going to make, so I may double it. That's why I got the larger bag. You're going to need some pecan pieces. I'll be using a half a cup today per batch. Some sprinkles, which are optional. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick them in these little cupcake liners. If you don't have these or don't want to use them, you can go ahead and mound it on a tray with wax paper or parchment paper. You're also going to need a couple bowls, and that's it. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and crush up my chips. It says you want them lightly crushed. You don't want them pulverized to a dust. I have a partial bag here already, so I'm just going to use this bag and give them a good crunch. So now I'm just going to go ahead and measure out 3 cups. Now some of these still look pretty big, so I'm just going to stick my hand in here. Don't worry people, I washed them. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more chips. Alright, so I have 3 cups here. I'm going to take my largest of my Pyrex bowls and dump it in. Now I'm just going to take my pecan pieces and I'm going to put a half a cup in with my chips. Now one recipe went up to a full cup of pecans, but I don't have very many left. Alright guys, so now I'm going to put 12 ounces of chocolate chips in this bowl right here. Now that's about a cup and a half. And I remembered I also had some chocolate chips in the pantry. Might as well use those first. Now that was about a cup and a half right there in that jar. Just to be safe, I'm just going to add a little bit more. Maybe just barely 2 cups. So now I'm just going to go ahead and microwave this in the microwave. And I'm going to do it in 10-second intervals until this is all melted and creamy. Alright guys, so my white chocolate is nice and smooth. It took about 5 or 6 times through the microwave. So now I'm just going to add it to my potato chips and my pecans. Just like that. And now I'm just going to give this a stir until all of it is combined with the white chocolate. Alright guys, so that looks good to me. Now from what I understand, you want a good layer of chocolate to cover your potato chips. That way they don't get soggy or stale. So now I'm just going to take my little mini cupcake pan here. I already put my little liners in there, but you don't have to use these. You could just use a piece of wax paper or parchment paper on a pan. So now it says to take a tablespoon of your mixture and plop it in. Maybe more like a heaping teaspoon. Alright guys, so I'm going to finish up filling these up and I'll show you how many I get. Alright guys, so I got about 40 of these treats here with that one recipe, and I think that's a pretty good amount. One thing I did forget to mention is when they were still wet, I went ahead and sprinkled them with these red, green, and white sprinkles. Now that white chocolate solidified pretty fast, so I'm not sure if this is such a kid-friendly project, but I'm sure they won't mind being your taste tester. Now I'm just going to put these off into the fridge for about 15 minutes until they harden up completely. You could also just leave them on your countertop if you have the time. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready to taste one. Alright guys, so it's been about 10-15 minutes in the fridge here and they're all set up. So let's give it a try. I think I'll take this one right here. It's not that he's ugly, he's just not as pretty as the rest. Oh my goodness, these are so delicious. You get the salty from the chip, the sweet from the chocolate, and the nuttiness from the pecans. They're very addictive. I can tell already once Mother gets a hold of these, I'm probably going to have to make a second batch. I hope you give this video a try. If you like this video and want to see more of my videos, go down below and hit the big red subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. If you have a question about this video or any of my other videos, or would just like to leave a suggestion for a future upcoming video, leave me a comment. Feel free to share this video across your social medias. And as always, thanks for watching, happy snacking, and I'll see you next time.